These are the results. So we actually looked at 3 different families of models. We looked at the latest Llama 3 series, we looked at Phi 3, and we looked at Mistral. And what's interesting, here we're looking at the EX score, basically accuracy score. Are we able to generate a right SQL to answer the question? And we're seeing a tremendous lift for all models. But what's interesting is that we're seeing like really sizable lift for Llama 3. We will be doing follow-ups, but Llama 3 is one of the latest models. It's definitely a capable model, one of the best out there. But you do see a pretty sizable lift for Phi and Mistral as well. An important consideration to keep in mind is that these models are not quite created equal. There is a lot more focus on quality of data for Phi and for Llama series, and Phi itself, unlike Llama and Mistral, is a much smaller model. It's actually a 4 billion parameter model, whereas Llama and Mistral are 8 and 7 billion respectively. And so when you look at the darker colors here, this is the final performance. The arrows indicate what happened when we took the base and were able to fine-tune. So at the tip of the arrow is the final fine-tuned model. And what you see is that the final score, it looks like Llama is doing the best, followed by Mistral, followed by Phi. But again, Phi is one of the smaller models. Alex, let's move to the next slide. Breaking this further down, what BERT SQL allows one to do is to evaluate on various complexities of SQL. So there are questions that are in the simple category, moderate, and challenging. And what's interesting here is that we're seeing a bigger lift for more difficult questions across the board. And we're seeing, as expected, kind of bigger lift for Llama and Phi. Next slide. And then looking at the overall lift, just by leveraging Gretel synthetics and fine-tuning with Predabase on a pretty small data set, right? We could be using more data. We also could be generating additional synthetic data. This is just with one data set that we published, we're able to get pretty substantial lift for all of these models. So you really are able to take an off-the-shelf model, generate high-quality synthetic data, use the best-of-breed fine-tuning stack to get a custom model that does really well.